Welcome to Let's Talk Literature. I'm Em.
And I'm Will.
And we're two book lovers who wanted to combine our passions for reading and gossiping and share it with the world.
Whether you're looking for a new book to pick up or a new book friend, you come to the right place.
So grab a coffee
or a little wine and let's talk literature. Whew. That's tasting so good today.
Water?
So good.
I love when water tastes good.
No, like, it's the perfect amount of chilled. It's not like overly chilled, but like...
No, I get that.
The ice is a bit melted. And I don't know, it's just in that, like, feels like it came from the Arctic glacier.
The springs.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
That was amazing. I might be sipping on that all episode, so
okay.
Don't get distracted.
Try not to. How are you? Oh.
Ooh.
You first.
Me first. I don't know why that just made me think of me pa su 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 su.
Oh, why?
You're on TikTok? That was like a couple years
why?
ago. I don't know. So lately I've been a mixed bag. Because
Wait, you've been what?
A mixed bag.
Okay.
Because here's the reason.
Okay.
Stick with me. Bear with me here.
I'm sticking with you.
Strap in. On one hand, I feel like I'm finally developing some routines again. Because it talked about it last episode, probably the episode before that. I was on a very long work trip, so that kind of took me out of things. And that throws a wrench in my routine. But when I was on my trip, I signed up for a 10-mile run because I was like, I need something to really look forward to and like work towards. And I knew that if I signed up for something, when I got back from my trip, I would start training and getting into it. And I've been doing that. I've been running a lot. I've ran this past week so far. I ran like 15 miles. So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
And today's Wednesday.
I did 4 right before this. I did 4 before that. Then I did 5 on Sunday.
That's insane.
So maybe like a little less than 15. But yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh God, teach me your ways. Teach me your ways. I can't run if my life depended on it.
I thought that too, honestly. Like, I'd expected to be in really bad shape. And I realized that, like, if you take it at your own pace, you'll surprise yourself. So don't discredit yourself yet, Em.
Okay.
I think you got more in you than you think.
All right. All right.
But
well, I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Thank you. So that's happening on one end. I feel like I'm getting back to my working out routine, eating healthy. That's great. But my reading has been very lacking for the month of February. Not happy about that. And I think that's due to my job. So I can finally announce it because it's like official now. I'm switching jobs and I'm starting a new job mid-March. So that's been kind of my entire life for the past few weeks.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm definitely, a lot of brain power is going towards that. And I'm doing a lot at my current job to like turn everything over. So I've been pretty busy. So that just means a lot of my things that I like to do, such as reading, has kind of taken the back burner, unfortunately. And I've also been watching a lot of TV to cope. So overall, I think I'm finally getting back in the swing of things. And I can say right now, at the end of this month, I'm finally getting back into reading. I have a couple books. One I'm in right now. A couple I have on lineup. So I am getting back into reading again. But for this episode, I may not have a lot to contribute. So please just
That's okay.
Bear with me.
You're keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
That's life, though.
All about.
There's always going to be a different season of life where reading just isn't going to be as accessible. And that's okay.
Exactly. And that's going back on our episode 2 3 reading slumps. So
Yeah.
I got to go listen to that again to get some nice pointers.
That's
for
a good one.
What I'm going through. Yeah, I really like that episode too.
Me too.
But enough about me, because I've been blabbering so much. How are you doing, Miss? We just celebrated your birthday the other day. That was fun.
We did.
Very fun.
I'm doing okay. I had a nice weekend. We celebrated my birthday, which was nice. And yeah, since then, I've been slowly disintegrating. I'm not really sure what's wrong with me. Just weird, I think, Crohn's complications. So this week has been lazy, and I've been sleeping like ridiculous amounts. I've been going to bed every night. Like this has been my bedtime. It's 7:47 p.m. right now. This has been my bedtime for the past like 2 nights. Monday and Tuesday I've been asleep, like knocked out by 8:30. Oh, wow. And waking up at 9 a.m. Like I've been sleeping over 12 hours and taking naps. So something's going on in my body because I'm sleeping an insane amount, like a ridiculous amount. But today's the first day I didn't take a nap, and I'm feeling a little bit better. So I think I'm on the up and up, but we'll see. Yeah, but
is this rest that's like, is it rejuvenating you at all, or do you still feel fatigued after your?
No, I like right when I get up, I'm like, oh, that was awesome. But then I'm like, I could actually go right back to sleep. So
I gotcha.
I honestly could say, sorry, I almost just burped. I don't remember the last time I woke up and felt rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Like, really, I don't. Like, I don't remember the last time I woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm ready to take on the day. Is this a therapy session?
Oh, man. This is therapy.
This literally is.
I've also, maybe, like, February is just a bad month.
It's the February blues.
Besides your birthday. Your birthday's great.
I don't even care about my birthday. Me and Zach call February the February blues. One of us gets the February blues depression every year. Every year. Like, it's just always February is, like, awful. Like, it's just the worst.
Yeah, I've been pretty sluggish as well. Like, I'm surprised that I've gotten my motivation to work out in this month.
It's impressive.
I don't know where that came from, but everything else is catching up. So I
think it was that work trip for you. Like, I think that really, like, you got home and you were, like, so thankful to be home.
To be home and not have crashed in my plane. Yeah. I think March is going to be a good month. It's a month of new beginnings for me. So I'm hoping that
it's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. And I'm hoping that I can incorporate more reading into my routine.
Absolutely. And you know what? If you don't, oh well.
Yeah.
We'll find something to talk about.
We always have something to talk about.
Always. All right, so let's jump into today's episode. The first book I'm going to talk about, I read as an ARC. I applied for this one on NetGalley and I was approved. And I applied for it because I love the author. This is The Midnight Estate by Kelly Rimmer. She's the author of The Things We Cannot Say, which is a historical fiction about World War II. And that book,
nice.
That book will make you sob. Like, that is a good one. So I didn't even know what it was about. I just applied for it because I saw her name. And I was like, I have to apply. I loved her. And I got approved. So this book is The Midnight Estate. It comes out July 22nd of this year. And I rated this a 3.75. It was good. Didn't love it, but I'd recommend it if you're looking for something like this. So it follows our main character, who is, I want to say, somewhere in her 40s or 50s. She is coming from a, like, broken marriage. Her and her husband are getting separated, and she's moving into her family's estate. This is all set in Australia, by the way. She's moving into her family's estate after her uncle who owned it has passed. And she moves in and she's trying to renovate everything and, like, make it brand new. It's really gorgeous writing. The way that that she describes the house, it's like this Gothic mansion. which I love. So that was very interesting. So while she's renovating it, she stumbles upon this book called The Midnight Estate, and she reads it and she starts to like notice similarities between the book and things that have happened in her and her family's lives. And so it's kind of told back and forth between the story that she's reading and her own life, and they start to like converge. You'll find out why. So pretty interesting. I gave it 3.75, like I said. I really did enjoy it, but I think what threw me off was the pacing. It felt a little bit hot and cold. Sometimes I couldn't stop reading a chapter, and other times I felt like it was such a drag to get through each chapter. So that's really where the point deduction came from. But after I'd say like halfway through, I really started to like fly through it, and I was rooting for the characters. So everything that you want from this kind of book, you got. It just was a little bit of a commitment for me. It was emotional. I don't think it was super long. Let me see if I have it up here. A little bit long, yeah. 416 pages.
Okay.
But I read it on my Kindle, so I didn't like notice, I guess.
I got you. I feel like once it hits the like 400 page mark, it's like, okay, that's a pretty hefty.
Yeah, 400 is definitely, I would consider, a bit longer. So yeah, this was a bit longer, but it was really nice. It handled like a lot of heavy topics with grace, and it was just really well delivered. There was a love story in there, but it definitely was on the back burner for like the entire story, which is great for me. I love when there's like a dash of romance in there, but it's not the main message. So yeah, I don't know. I would recommend it if you're looking for something very atmospheric, somewhat of a historical fiction with like very strong developed characters. It was pretty good. Did I love it? No, but it was pretty good.
Has this author now solidified herself as an auto-buy for you?
I think so. I think what threw me off with this was like the way that she was writing the first half just didn't like call to me right away, but like the topic of this story didn't call to me originally anyways. So I think it might have just been the fact that I wasn't really so much interested in what the book was about rather than just the fact that it was the author. But once I read up to a certain point, she wrote, I think I give her credit, she wrote it so well that then I started rooting for the characters, and I was like, okay, I have to keep going.
I got you.
You know?
Yeah, I got you.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
That is my first book, The Midnight Estate.
And the other book, All the Things We Cannot Say, was that a 5-star read for you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hannah read that, and I believe she gave it 5 stars as well.
Wow. A reputable source there, Miss
Very
Hannah.
much so. Very much
yes.
so. It's a fantastic book. If you're looking to cry, go get The Things We Cannot Say by Kelly Rimmer. You will thank me later. Next one is, I have the physical copy, which I never have, The Crash by Frida McFadden.
Ooh.
I read this when I was in Arizona, and I read this on the flight that almost went down. So I fear I may have jinxed myself, but that's okay. Was it worth it? No, because this book wasn't really that good. I give it a 2 out of 5, but it did deliver what I expected it to deliver, so I can't be mad at it. Real quick, this book is about a woman who is like 8 months pregnant, drives in a snowstorm to visit her brother. If you've read Frida McFadden, you can understand when I say that all of her characters are so stupid. Like, they make the dumbest choices, and it's one of those things where you're like, you just have to like roll with it. Like, you just gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
It's what, like, I feel like I've been telling you to read The Housemaid for like 2 years, and every time I review a book by her, I'm like, they're so stupid. It sucks. It's so bad, but you should read it. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
I just bought the physical copy of The Housemaid. So
like, you really should read it.
I promise you, I vouch to read The Housemaid in March. I will read it.
Okay. I will hold you to that. I'll check in periodically.
No, you should check in, because I hear if it's like as page turning and as like addicting as people say, I will have it read in like record time. So,
but here's the thing, like, it's a page turning, but like in a stupid way. Like, it's not like groundbreaking prose or like plotting. Like, it's just like, holy shit. Like, you're like, oh my God. Okay,
I mean,
so
I think
don't
I
go
need
into it
that.
expecting something profound, please, because you're going to be so mad at me.
I think I need that right now, though. I think I
Okay,
need
so it's
something
perfect.
that just
I agree. I think that's
grabs me.
perfect for you. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. This book was 2 stars, but it was perfect. Like, I kind of hate it, but I had fun. Anyways, this girl's so stupid, and she drives to meet her brother hours away in the middle of a blizzard, crashes her car, idiot, and gets picked up by a random man in a truck who... Let me read the back of this and make sure I'm not giving anything. Okay, no, I'm not giving anything away. She gets rescued by a couple. A man in a truck finds her, picks her up, and brings her back to their house during the blizzard, and that's where the story like really picks up. And like you figure out something's weird about this couple, whatever. It is just so stupid. Every choice that every character in this book makes, you're like, why would you do that?
Quick question. Why was she... So she was driving to visit her brother, right?
Yes.
Did she come from, like, a faraway place? That, like...
2 hours away, or 3 or 4 or something.
So, she committed herself to this, but, like, did she check the weather?
Yeah, that's why it's so stupid, because she works at a grocery store, and she's like, I wasn't supposed to work today, but I picked up a shift that somebody called out for, so I'm just gonna, like, go anyways through the storm.
Interesting.
Like, that's exactly what you get with Frida McFadden. Like, it's just like all the characters, you're like, oh my God, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But I'm gonna keep reading and I'm gonna enjoy it, but I am going to give it 2 stars.
Isn't it crazy that, like, you'll read a book and then completely forget everything that happened in the book? I guess, like, that's what reading's about. It's like finding the books that make you remember.
So true.
You know?
So true.
It's all about the friends we made
God,
along the way.
that was awesome. It is all about the friends we made along the way. And speaking of...
Which is a great segue. A great segue.
Book club time.
Oh, man.
God, this book sucked.
Oh, man, it was so bad. I listened back to the episode, and the fact that I gave it a 2.5 was generous.
No, I know. Like, the things you were saying, and
Generous.
when you told me originally, you were thinking, like, maybe a 3. I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so, babe. I think it's down a bit.
But then I think about it, too, and I thought back. Like, I texted Em randomly the other day, and I was like, why do people like Heath Rocha? I still don't understand it. So it's still in my head. It's still.
I sent you that screenshot of that person on TikTok saying, like, Heath Rocha is my dream man.
Yeah. How?
Go back to bed and dream again.
Who?
Because that's not okay. That's a nightmare.
Have you?
That's a nightmare.
Seen Jonathan Bailey? Have you seen?
Please, we have such better options.
There's better options out there than Heath Rocha.
Stupid Heath. Yeah, so needless to say, we both did not like February's book club pick.
I almost want to say that we
hate it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if we can say that.
Yeah. The energy's there.
It was just really bad.
It just was, and I think we're the only ones that feel this way.
Yeah, because like it's getting rave reviews.
I think we are the only 2 that didn't like it.
And I don't understand like what
everyone's like 5-star. I couldn't put this book down. I love the relationship. I'm like, oh my God.
We must have
maybe
read
we got
different.
A different copy or something.
And it's funny too because we typically align with like what we like and dislike about books. But we do have differing opinions sometimes. And like
we do.
We were on the same page with this one. Like through and through.
Yeah. Like there was no question. It wasn't like no. Like I feel like immediately we both were like, okay, something's really off here.
This is not no. So hopefully next month's book club is a bit better.
I hope.
And we do have a poll up on Fable. I don't know if at this point it's still up, but
I think it's probably expired by then.
We'll be sure to post it as well on our Instagram because we always poll on Fable and on Instagram. So be sure to check us out over there to vote for next week, or not next week's. Well, at this point, next week's
Yeah. Oh my
next month's
God.
book club for March. We're trying to go into a little bit of a sci-fi-ish
Yes.
route. So
Should I read
changing things up.
the choices?
Yeah, go ahead. Read the choices.
So at the time we're recording this, there's 23 hours left before the final results, so it won't be up by the time the episode's out, but we will post it over on Instagram too, and then combine the results and see what wins. So, like you said, this is sci-fi focused, sort of dystopian as well. So the first one we have is I Who Have Never Known Men, which is by Jacqueline Harpman, I think. Yes, it is. The next one is The Ministry of Time, which is by Colleen Bradley. I'm sorry, I can't read. The third one is Cursed Bunny by Bora Chung. And the last one is The Memory Theater by Karen Tidbeck, which I thought sounded really interesting, but it's got 0 votes. It's fine.
What's in the lead right now?
The Ministry of Time is at 60%, and then Cursed Bunny and I Who Have Never Known Men are both split at 20.
Ooh, okay.
So it's looking like The Ministry of Time, but only time can tell.
Oh,
Yeah.
quick. You're quick with that one.
I know. That was good.
So yeah, make sure to check out our Instagram. We'll post the poll for it this weekend, so you guys can go over there and vote. I'm excited to dive into a little bit of sci-fi, change things up.
Me too.
Should be fun, and hopefully it'll spice up my reading back to normal.
Definitely.
Because right now, like we were just saying about Frida McFadden, I do have The Housemaid as one of my next books I want to read. I apologize. I completely ditched my TBR for February, and it happens. It happens. Will I read those books soon? Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Who's asking?
Give me time. Give me a second. But right now, I'm reading The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I must say, I hope everything comes together sooner rather than later, because there's a lot of exposition.
There is.
And it's a little confusing because it's like multiple point of views in different timelines. So it's a lot to grasp. And I want to know, like, I need one commonality to like really get me on track. So
I think you'll get one soon.
I'm waiting for that. I'm like 100 pages in. So
okay.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Then I have The Housemaid coming up. I have Addie LaRue, which I started, but Em suggested I go into a thriller just to
I don't think Addie LaRue is for you right now.
Yeah. So
I think that would be too much of a commitment.
Wouldn't it be like such a gag if I just kept pushing Addie LaRue for the whole year?
I do the same thing with A Little Life. We're like, this month it's gonna happen.
This is the month.
2025 wrap up. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to it.
But it's my number one pick for next year.
I will absolutely read it in January of 2026. Don't worry.
I promise it will be read by year's end. I promise.
Yes.
I promise.
Yes, agreed.
But for now, I've been watching a lot of good TV, I must say.
Yeah, let me hear.
So I got a rotation of shows right now. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat as me because these are very popular shows. I'm watching Severance. Oh, it's amazing. It is amazing. Do you watch?
I do, but I'm not even done the first season.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I don't know what stopped me. I never finished it.
Oh, you can pick it right back up.
I figured. I started reading Outlander. That's what happened to me.
Oh, see, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. But I think you should pick it right back up because it is amazing. Best show on TV.
I think I will.
I would say.
That's a big...
Oh, I stand by it.
What word am I thinking of? That's a big
claim?
Statement? Sure. Yeah.
Big statement. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. I like it.
I'm also watching The White Lotus, season 3.
Yes.
I didn't watch the second episode yet. I'm only on the first episode. First episode was good. The intrigue is there. I'm wanting more, but we'll get there. Also watching Yellow Jackets season 3. Yes, I did not start yet because I'm having a little watch party with a couple friends.
Oh, nice.
So we have that to look forward to. And by the time we have the watch party, I think 4 episodes will be out. So.
Oh, that's perfect.
I know. It's like a little marathon.
Yeah.
And I had just finished watching the new season of Silo, which is on Apple TV. It was good. It's a dystopian-esque show. Very much. The setting is like District 13 in the Hunger Games.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's about this like civilization that's living in this underground silo, which is made up of like hundreds of floors that are powered by a generator that these people live off of. And they're in this underground facility basically thinking that because the only view they have of the outside world is through a camera and a screen, it's like wasteland. And so they don't know
it's
why.
It's literally District 13.
Yeah. So they don't know why they're in the silo. They don't know who built it. They don't know who put them there. But they know that they're there to be safe from the outside. But they don't know what's on the outside. So it's this whole story of like rebellion and also like people questioning like, well, what is really out there? Do we have to worry about it? I want to be free. This is I'm being held here against my will kind of thing. It's very interesting. Very good.
That sounds really good.
I think it's based off of a book as well. But season 2 just dropped, and I think season 3 will drop next year or end of this year maybe.
Well, you know what that sounds like? It sounds a little bit like the book I Who Have Never Known Men. That's on our thing. Because that's about women who wake up in a bunker and they have no idea how they got there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So maybe if you guys want to read a book like that, go vote for it.
Go vote.
Go vote. How about you? Are you watching anything right now?
I am reality TV watching right now.
Nice.
Because I haven't been feeling good. So that's like my go-to. I've been watching Below Deck Sailing.
Ooh,
if you watch that, the sailing one specifically, I'm on season 4. I'm not going to say what's going on because it's a big spoiler, but I love like Daisy, Gary, Colin, the regulars. I think you should watch it. It's fantastic reality TV.
I do go through my phases with reality TV. And it's usually in the summer. So I can definitely get on board with that.
Yeah,
sure.
I think you'd like it. It's good. I've also been watching White Lotus, but oddly enough, me and Zach didn't finish the first episode. And I know that you said like the end is like crazy. Like that's where it gets weird. So we need to get back to that sometime very soon. What else have I been? I watched Les Mis on Sunday.
Ooh, classic.
Awesome. I cried. Classic. Wait, no, that was Saturday. Saturday morning before I went out, I watched Les Mis. So it's a good pregame, I guess. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all from me right now.
Very nice.
I've been just very busy reading. I have the Little Mass Market copy, but I've been busy reading Outlander. Look how thick it is.
That is a thick one.
This is like 800 pages.
And you're halfway through, you said?
It is 850 pages.
Oh, boy.
I am not even halfway. I'm 333 pages in.
Hey, if you can get through that, you can get through a little life. That's all I'll say.
I know. I totally will be able to. But I don't know. Now that I started this, I can't even begin to discuss Outlander on here because I could talk about it for hours. It's so good. Like, it's actually probably going to be a favorite. Like, my favorite.
Really?
Like, I'm obsessed with it.
Oh,
yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
You should cherish every moment you have with this.
I am taking my good old time because it's fantastic. I
Amazing.
could cry right now how good it is.
Well, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it when we do our
I know, I'm excited to
March
share.
wrap up.
Thanks for tuning in to this very interesting but fun, I hope, February wrap up.
Yeah. March should be a better look.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping to have like five to talk about.
I know. I want to have at least 3 outside of the book club.
Yes, me too. At least 3 outside
Yeah.
of book club. I think that's a great goal.
That's my goal.
So
I think
that wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to vote over on Instagram if
Go
you didn't
vote.
already on Fable. And we will be back next week to do our March TBRs. Crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you
TBR
guys for
episode.
watching. Go and rate us 5 stars if you enjoyed this. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where we have been uploading everything.
Yes,
And
we
yeah,
have.
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, that's all from me. Hope you guys have a great week, and thanks for listening and watching.
Bye.
Bye.